Hey you guys, what's going on? This is yours truly, and I am here today to show you guys how to go about creating some newsfeed ads for Facebook, Teespring t-shirts, just any general marketing. You're gonna need these newsfeed templates. Okay, so let's get started. For those of you who are not graphically inclined or do not have access to Photoshop, that's okay. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys a 100% free tool you can utilize to do some graphic designs, as well as how to actually set up a news feed ad within Facebook. Okay, so here we're at pixlr.com. For those of you who want to type this in, it is pixlr.com. So what you're going to do is once you arrive here, you're going to have the option, these three options. You want to go to Pixlr Editor. Okay, this works similar to Photoshop. I don't use it much because I have Photoshop, of course, but in the event you don't have Photoshop, you can utilize this tool. Okay, so as you can see here, you have your beginning screen, and it gives you a few options. You can open an image from your a new image period. You can open an image from your computer. You can open an image from a URL, the library, which is Facebook, or images saved on Pixlr if you have an account. And it also gives you the option to use this on your mobile device. Okay, so what we're going to do in this case, I prefer you have a computer, is we're going to create a new image. Okay, and the standard size for Facebook newsfeed ads are 1200 by 627. Okay, and you could just name it news feed ad. Okay, so here you have a canvas here upon the screen. Okay, so let's say you are doing this for a Teespring campaign. Okay, so let's type in Teespring. Okay, so we're just going to take some shirts and see what's going on. Okay, so we're just going to use this t-shirt as an example. Okay, so what you're going to do to grab this t-shirt, you're going to click Control. Well, if you have a Mac, you're going to click Control. You're going to hold the Control key and click your mouse, which is how you right click. If you have a Windows computer, you're just going to right click. Okay, and what you're going to do is copy image URL or image address, depending on what browser you're in. It varies. I'm in Safari, so that's what I did. So what you're going to do is you're going to say open image URL. If you didn't catch that, you're going to come up here to File and open image URL. Paste that up in there. Okay, let's see if they have a hoodie for this. Okay, well, just that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. The hoodie is purple too, so you just do the same thing. Always copy the image URL. Okay. Okay, so once you do that, the image loads in here. Okay, so now you have a t-shirt and a hoodie. And what you're going to do next is you're going to click on image. You're going to click on edit, right? And you're going to select all. Let me go back. Let's undo that. Don't select all yet. I apologize because I got to remember it works a little different. First off, if you can see over here where it says layers, double click this, okay? So that way it'll go from background to layer 0, okay? Once you double click the lock. Okay, so you're going to come over here to your tools and you're going to select this tool right here. If you hover over it, you see it'll say the wand tool, or you press W, and then you're going to select every aspect of the t-shirt that's white, okay, because you want this to go on here. Okay, oops. Okay, so just select it. Okay, so this one is good to go. Once you see the transparent background, which is like the gray and white squares, then it's safe to copy and paste. So what you want to do is you want to click on select all, okay? Then you want to click on copy. Then you want to click on here, all right? So now you have your t-shirt on your canvas. All right, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You can exit out of that now that you're finished with that. You're going to do the exact same thing for this, you know, a hoodie. If you even have a hoodie in your campaign, I'm just using it as an example. So it selected that, edit, cut, okay, edit, select all, edit, copy. We're going to go to edit, paste. All right. Just move that over a little bit. Okay. So now that we have this canvas here, one thing I want you to do is realize and understand the layers. Okay. So each thing is on a different layer. So if you want to move the t-shirt around, click on the layer with the t-shirt. Okay. You could even rename them if you want to. Okay. So it's all about layers. All right. This is a free graphic design course. Thank me later. But yeah, so that's what you want to do. Okay, so now that you have your shirts on your canvas, what's next? Next, we're just gonna make it very interesting. Okay, so let's just pick a color. You can pick any color you want. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a nice blue color. So what I'm going to do after I select my color, what I did was I went here, if you guys didn't see it. Sometimes you have to forgive me. I move so fast because I'm very familiar with this stuff, and sometimes I have to readjust and understand that you guys may not know as much as I know. So I have to move a little slower. So forgive me if I move too fast. Okay, so to select the color, once again, you're going to go here, right here where you see this is black at first. Then you're just going to move it around to the color range that you want. Okay, if you want pink, and then once you finally figure it out, you just move it around. So I just want blue. So here, that's the thing. All right, so once you do that, you select your color. Next, you want to click on the paint bucket tool, and it'll hover to say paint bucket tool, or it'll tell you the G, which meaning that you can hit the G key to, you know, activate that tool. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come to layers and make sure your background is selected, right? Your background layer. And then what you're going to do is just click the background layer. Okay? Okay, so we're off to a good start. All right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new layer, which is right here next to the trash can. Okay? So add a new layer. All right? And you can label that. Let's label it glow or something, because I'm gonna put something behind these t-shirts. Okay, so now I want to select another color. I want to select I think I want to select the white. All right, so I just selected the white, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna come to the toolbar and I'm gonna click on the brush tool, or it's gonna tell you the prompt B. So I'm gonna make this brush big enough. I'm going to show you diameter. Okay, diameter of 600 is still not big enough. Okay, so here we have a brush with a diameter of 839, so it'll kind of fill the t-shirt. So check out this cool little effect of what I do. Alright, so I have white selected on a layer under the hoodie. Okay, you see that nice little glow it added there? All right, it added a nice little glow. Okay, so I'm going to click back on my move tool. All right. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add yet another layer. And I'm going to call this layer border. Okay. Give me a second, you guys. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select like from corner to corner, but not all the way in the corner. I'm going to start like right here, if you guys could see, and just make it somewhat even. Actually, I want the border a little bigger than that, so I'm going to go to deselect all. I want to start, let's say, right here. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, let's say right there. So we have a select, and you know, you see the selection there. Okay. So what I'm going to do next, this works a little different than Photoshop, so you have to give me a little second. I'm going to go to invert selection. All right. So now you see this here. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick a border. Let's even choose this pink on the shirt. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so what you're going to do is select the fill, the paint bucket tool, and hit fill. Okay, now I personally don't like that because I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going to try a different color. But you just play around with it until it looks nice to you. And what you do when you're doing your ad, you want to split test. So try the same picture with numerous ads. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, so there we go. You can do deselect. Then you can start a new layer for the text. Or you don't have to do that, actually. The text creates its own layer. So if you want to put text on an image, you click on A. And let's say in this instance, I'm going to put proud cat mom. Okay, and I want the color to be white here. And for different computers, you have different fonts. Every font that's on your computer will also be in here. Okay, so I'm gonna just use that one because it's kind of quirky. And then you can if you want to add a layer style, right click on the layer and go to layer styles, and then this will pop up. So what I usually do to add a stroke is I go to outer glow and increase the size a little bit and put the hardness all the way to 10. And I'm going to change the color to like a purple. Okay, or you can even do a pink and see how that looks. Okay, that even stands out more. Okay, so you can say proud cat mom. You can even put the price in there. You see, you know, starting at $24.99 or something like that. You know, that's how you would do it. Okay, and then if you want the same look, you just right click on the layer, copy style, paste layer style. Okay, so remember, once again, if you want to select and move something, you choose that layer. Okay, so that's pretty much how you would do it. Okay, give me a second, let me see something. All Alright, so when you're ready to save it, what you're gonna do, you can even you can save here, and you save it to your computer. Make sure it's high quality. Save it wherever you please. Okay, and that's how you do that. When you're ready to change the border, click back on that layer. And you're going to click select pixels. So click back on a border layer, and you're going to click on select pixels. Okay, and what you're going to do is, let's say you're going to pick another color. Okay, let's say you're going to go for something orangey. Okay, then once you do that, you click on your paint bucket tool, and you do that. Okay, then of course you're going to go to deselect all. Okay, and if you want to change the font to match that border, you want to go to layer style and just simply change that to your drop, pick that orange with the selection tool, and there you go. Okay, you do the same thing for whatever other text that you have on. I'm sorry, my mind just went left field somewhere. Okay, so once again, okay, there you are. You can even change the background again if you want to suit it, because when you're doing ads, you always want to split test, and I'm going to show you guys why. Okay, so if you want to change that, you just click on the, one of these tools. Okay, so that looks even better. So you click on your paint box. I said one of these tools. Y'all gotta forgive me for these bloopers. Choose your paint bucket tool, and you're gonna save it. So let's say this is gonna be Newsfeed add to. And if you really want to get let's see, you can also rechange the white things too. Okay, so that was a basic tutorial in creating a newsfeed ad. Now some of you are going to have to watch it over and over and over again, simply because you're not graphically inclined, and that's okay. It takes a while to get the hang of it, but this is just a tutorial you'll always be able to go back to, and you'll practice, and by this tutorial you'll gather some new skills. Okay, so we're going to open up my browser, my other Google Chrome browser. Okay, so this is my advertising thing, my advertising profile rather. So I'm going to go here to the Ads Manager, and I'm going to show you guys why it's important to split test. Okay, so as you can see, this one got a total of 16, almost 1,700 engagements, but here's what I had to do. Okay, so within this ad set, okay, this was one. Okay, this was number one, ad variation number one. Let me go back. I apologize. Let's just go to all of the ads. Okay, so here's a few ad variations. This was one of them. As you can see, this is different. Okay, and that's different. It's a little yellow, more yellow, and that's kind of the same. So and you always want to split test. I split tested the audience, and I also split tested the newsfeed design. Okay, so it's important to split test because as you can see, this one only got 3 engagements, and I had to pay 15 cents per engagement, and this one only got 1,000, I mean, not only, but it got 1,000 engagements for 6 cents per post. Okay, so both of these ads were pretty good. All right, so it's very, very, very important to split test your ads. All right, so how you're going to set this up with a newsfeed ad is you're going to come to your ads manager and you're going to go to your power editor. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a campaign. Okay, you're going to choose your objective based upon what it is that you're trying to do, which is going to probably be with the newsfeed ad. You really want to do page post engagement. Well, I recommend it. You don't have to. You have to test for yourself, and that's just something that you have to do as an entrepreneur. Okay, then once you create your campaign, right, then you have to create an ad set. So you go to create ad set and you choose the campaign you want to create the end, which is test. That's the one we created. So we can just call it number 1, ad set 1. You're going to set your budget for daily or lifetime. Okay, and once you choose your budget and stuff, next you're going to go to the ads tab. Now you're going to create an ad. So let's see. You're going to go to test ad set number 1. You can call this ad 1. Okay. You also have to have a standalone Facebook page in order to run a newsfeed ad. So remember to create a Facebook page, and once you create a Facebook page for it, then come to the Power Editor, click on download Power Editor, and then go through the process I just showed you, and you're gonna go to your once you set an ad, you're gonna choose the Facebook page. Okay. Let's say I'm going to create an ad for my page. Alright, so the next thing you do is you're going to come and click on create new unpublished post. Alright, and what you're going to do is you're going to select that image. Okay, so here's one of them. Okay, then you're going to put your description. You could use a call to action button. Okay, and then you're going to go to create, after you put everything in, you're going to go, okay, so it wouldn't let me do it because I didn't put all the information in. But that's how you set it up. And then you click on create post. Okay, you put your URL, your text. And you might want to make sure the placement still says newsfeed and desktop. Okay. So just to show you guys an example, That's because I don't feel like doing this on right now. Okay, so here's an example, all right, of how a newsfeed ad would look. Okay, and I always do about 5 split tests. As you can see, they're all coming up a little different. I always do split tests because you can't control your consumer. Some people, like for instance, I found that when it comes to sports, people usually respond to ads the most that have a coffee colored border. I don't know why, but you learn stuff as you go along. Okay, so the Yankees in particular, I've done a few ads for a Yankees campaign, and in each of them, the one with like the cream coffee border always was the winning ad. Okay, and I always do about 5 ads. All right, so you know, you just learn as you go along, and you'll figure it out. And once you finalize the ads, you know, you go to audience next, and then, you know, you enter the ages, you know, and the demographics and stuff like that. And once you finish that, you're going to go to upload changes, and that way, once you upload it, that sends it to Facebook to approve, and, you know, that's it. So that's how you do a newsfeed ad, and there's no other way you can do a newsfeed ad unless you have, you're utilizing, a dark post. Because what a dark post is that it shows up as a newsfeed ad and as a post, but it doesn't appear on your page. And they're good for, especially because when you have a Facebook page, you don't want your actual Facebook page to be plastered with promotions and buy now, and you know what I'm saying? So you can run an ad that people still can see, but it isn't published on your page. So, you know, it doesn't look like your page is full of sales and stuff, promotions, you know. So that's pretty much how you're going to do a newsfeed ad. I hope this tutorial helped you and gave you some tremendous value. And yeah, like I said, this is, you know, it should be simple. Just keep replaying it, keep trying. I know everybody is on a different level as far as what they could do, but if you practice, eventually it'll make perfect. Okay, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I was able to provide you with some tremendous value, something that you can take and apply, maybe something that could help you with your ad campaigns if you're currently trying to venture into Facebook marketing, if you're a former student now, whoever. I hope that this gave you some value. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial video. Talk to you soon.